this computer. All right, guys, this is David here from Forex Empire, and I'll be going over some swing trades for the week and probably for the month. So please pay attention. I'll be marking up charts right in front of you guys, and I'll be going over some new trades and already open trades. So if you guys taking notes, make sure you have make sure to take all the entry points and all that, because I'm not going to be repeating it. I'm just going to be just mark up charts, and you guys can just see what I do, how I trade it, and learn from it. Basically, it's not an educational webinar. It's just going to be strictly going over all 30 pairs tonight, and from anywhere from AUD, Euro, and CHF, CADs, GBP, NZDs, and USD Cads, and at last, a gold pair. So please pay attention and write notes if you have to. But if you guys prefer to take signals based on that, you can do that. So, but that's going to be under your own discretion. Okay. So starting off with AUD USD for the week. So last week we have seen that the price has started to make the bullish movement and ended the cycle of the MMM. As you can see, W level 1, level 2, and an M formation at the resistance level. And then the price dropped down, and you can see here is a level 1, level 2, now a nice W with a nice divergence right at the 78.6. I was kind of waiting on to see what happens with 78.6, but I basically ended up in a buy, and pretty much the price shot up. But if the price comes down to 78.6, I wouldn't be surprised. But right now it's too late. Now all we're gonna see is pretty much a nice bullish movement because of the price has broken out of the structure, and I'm just waiting for this to break through so I can move my stop loss to break even. Right now I can't. Once it creates a level right about here, that's gonna be my signal for me to move the stop loss to break even. Until then, I'm just gonna have it like this, and pretty much right now this trade is, I think I gave out last week with you guys on it also. I mean, I gave this trade out last week. It's around 80 pips in profit. So keep that keep that going up. It probably is going to hit this level. So until then, just chill out and watch it go up or go down. But most likely it will be respected over here. And moving forward, let's get on AUD Nzd. All right, that's going to be a day trade on a daily time frame. Not a day trade, sorry. Swing trade on a daily time frame. I just got in on this trade just now when I was checking homeworks for my students. One of the students kind of pointed out that there's a nice bullish movement coming in. As you can see, the price has been tested again. And this was an A top. That's a W level 1, level 2, A top level 1, and a level 2, and a nice W formation on a daily candle. You can see that engulfing candle right here. It's taking out 1 day, 2 day, 3, 4, 5, and 6 days. 6 days, a whole week in one candle, just took it out. So that's basically indicating me that there's going to be a nice bullish movement coming in at the 78.6. At the same time, if you look at it, this was the previous resistance. Now it became the support. So the price can be respected here. If not, if the price does go back down, it will be respected right about this area. So I'm not scared to lose, 100 pips. That's going to be 1% for me. And if the trade goes in profit, that's around 7% growth. So 700 pips. So if the trade goes up, that's good. If it doesn't, no big deal. But pretty much we're buying in at the perfect timing, because that's what I wait for usually. Like I wait for this indicator, like a price action, to tell me what the price is going to do. Now we have seen an engulfing. It's a good time to buy in, have your stop right here or have your stop under, take profit right there, and pretty much that's it. Next is let's see what we got. Actually, Euro Nzd, I checked that one out. Okay, Euro Cad, AUD Cad. All right, AUD Cad on a 4-hour time frame, as you can see here. There. W level 1, level 2. All right, now what the hell? Okay, W level 1, level. All right, W level 1, level 2, M formation at the 78.6. This was a major resistance point right here. If you look at it, that was a big, on a daily time frame, that was an M, level 1, level 2, a nice W, but then it switched to 4 hour. And then it created the W, level 1, level 2, a nice M at the 78.6. Now we can see that the price is doing the same thing, double M, level 1, level 2, and a nice W at the divergence also. So right about here. So now pretty much at the support also. So most likely the price will be respecting it. If not, then pretty much we'll see how the price reacts. Most likely these are the levels. If not, if it can become a bigger level and then drop way below. So it can be a mega swing also, like probably right about here, like that. Okay, that can be a mega swing, but I'm not gonna predict. I wait for the market to tell me what it's gonna do. So far what I see the market is doing is basically it's pointing me the direction that is gonna go up. So pretty much I'm just gonna leave it as is and just let it play out. Okay, AUD Cad is on a bullish move. Now AUD CHF, let's see what's doing. How is it looking from last week? Nothing. All right, AUD CHF. AUD CHF has a W, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, a nice level here, a nice level 2 here. So this can be, this can go all the way till here too. So once that finishes, drops it down, gives me a W at the support, that's when, that's the signal for me to buy that trade. I'm not gonna buy in right now because it's kind of risky, because it can go all the way, it can go all the way till here, all the way till here and drop, or it can just drop it from that point. So I don't want to take that risk, but most likely if you look at it closely on a daily time frame, it's a resistance zone right here. And on a 4-hour time frame, in a 4-hour time frame, it's a nice resistance zone right there. So if the price does get respected, that's a nice indication for you that the price will shoot back down to the support. But if not, then you might see the price going back up in this gray zone and then drop it down from there. So until then, I'm just gonna wait it out and see. I'd rather catch this move than that move, okay? So we'll see how it plays out, but most likely it will be a nice drop from that point. So you can get in on a daily, 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, find some nice structure. And this is AUD CHF. Maybe I can find something here on a smaller time frame. Let's see. Oh, okay. I already had a markup. Okay, now AUD CHF, I think I called it last week on this trade. I'm not sure if this was an M, but W for sure, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation right there at the resistance. So pretty much, let me check if I'm on this trade right now. CHF. Yep, actually I am in this trade. So I think I gave out on the Wednesday after I looked up this pattern, but it was on the 4-hour, but it was on the daily. So that's a nice trade. So I'm just gonna let it play out all the way to the drop, but it can go even more. So right about here, okay. So it can go even more down. So that's a take profit right here for me, but I might move my take profit here after I secure most of the pips. So that's good to go. Now we got AUD JPY. All right, AUD JPY on a 4-hour time frame. All right, AUD JPY has a W, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation at the 78.6 retracement, okay? Now, if you look at it, the price has broken the structure, created the level 1, level 2, a nice W, and the price went back up. At this point, pretty much we bought in on the buy. We just closed this trade not too long ago. AUD JPY, 180 pips. We pretty much booked around 180 pips, right about there. So that's a good trade. But if you go on a smaller time frame, AUD JPY right about here, we do see a small M, level 1, level 2, a nice W, level 1, level 2, and an M formation at the 88.6. And that inclined with the harmonic pattern. Now you can see that the price has been dropping down since. So what we see here is the price might go back down or consolidate it till this level, as you can see right here, consolidate and then push back up. So as a swing trader, I'm looking for a buy because it indicates a buy, but I closed my buy because I'm not sure how further it can go up. But on a smaller time frame, it's a nice sell. So why not just catch the drop and then get back in on the big train? So we'll wait it out, and I'll be looking for a buy on a swing right about here, and I'm gonna put my stop probably. I'm not buying it as a buy limit or sell limit. I'm just letting you guys know that right about here, that's what I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna put my stop here, and I'm gonna be good. But on a daily, for day traders, my stop loss is here, my take profit is here, my entry was here. So we'll just see how it plays out, okay? Now, but I'm not going over day trades. Probably gonna go over this. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go over day trades, but right now I'm going over swing trades. So swing analysis is basically indicating me that's gonna be a nice bullish move. So I'm just gonna wait for the price to consolidate a little bit longer, probably here, and then I'm gonna buy in, okay? Now AUD Nzd is covered, so I'm just gonna hop on to Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. Now, what we've seen here on the past is that the price had made the W level 1, level 2. It also gave us an extra level. Now, we do see an M formation here, and now we see the price has broken the structure. As you can see, this part right here, this part has been broken. So that indicates me that the price is creating a level 1, yet it hasn't broken the resistance. As long the price is respecting the resistance, there's gonna be a level 1 consolidation. It can take months or 2 months to just go sideways. But once it breaks through, that's gonna be a nice drop because that's gonna be impulse. This is a consolidation, it's gonna be an impulse. So just waiting for it to drop, but right now it's at the entry price. The stop loss is gonna be above the resistance. The take profit would be at the support, and that's it. That's all you need. And right now, if you put it in technical point of view, you can see the trend line has been broken and there was 2 retests. So that's a nice pretty much example, and at the 78.6, that's everything indicating you it's going to be a nice sell. So let's wait it out and see how it really plays out. But now if you go on Euro NZD, let's see how is it playing along. Now if you go on a daily time frame, all right. Sorry guys if I'm too fast, but that's how I trade. It's kind of has to be fast because the webinars, I try to make it at 30 to an hour. So stick with me. If you have any questions, please save it for the end of the webinar so I can go over them, okay? Now, the price for Euro NZD. If you've seen what happened in the past is the price has created the W on a 4-hour time frame. These are all 4 hours. Now, if we look at the bigger time frame, it switched from 4-hour to daily, and W level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, okay? And now you can see the price has broken under. Now it created this first level, but the first level at the 61.8 is getting respected, and it created the wedge also at the same time, and it had the Elliott wave pattern. Now, if we look at all of the things, it's basically indicating a MMM. At the same time, it's showing you the technical point of view. So it's a pretty much a nice drop. It did break the trend line, the support, and now the price is shifting to the downside. Now all you got to do is just wait for the drop. The first zone is this 1.620, and the other my mega take profit is 1.535. So that's going to be around 1,650 pips. My stop loss is only 200 pips. That's only 2%. My take profit is 16.5%. Okay, so that's a good trade, but it's a daily time frame. So think about it. It's one candle is 1 day. So it probably might take 2 months, 3 months for this trade to close, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. Okay, now Euro AUD. Let's check out how Euro AUD is doing. Okay, Euro AUD is in profit from last week also. Oops, what happened there? Now M level 1, level 2, a nice W level 1, level 2. Now you can see an M formation with the divergence. The price has shifted down, and pretty much I waited for the breakout, and now I just sold it, and the price just shifted down. Now, as you can see here, the price has broken the structure. Now it has broken the trend line. Now it's retesting the trend line and retesting the resistance. So most likely the price will be shifting from this point onwards right about here. So that's going to be a nice job. You can have your stop loss right here, take profit right here. It might not give you the best risk reward, but still it's a good trade. Okay, now Euro GBP. Euro GBP has made the M, level 1, level 2, hasn't made the W yet, but we kind of got confused right here, but still, we're still good. And the price was supposed to reject from this point and keep going up, but it didn't. It consolidated and dropped it below. Now, we're going to wait for the W to finish up, and then we might look for a buy. Okay, because this was kind of like an extra, like probably 2 weeks, I think. It was a true 2 week or 3 week length of consolidation. So it was pretty long, but once this bullish move starts up, it will be a bigger move. Right here, you can see the consolidation and impulse, consolidation, impulse, consolidation, impulse. All these are big candles or impulses. So we'll see once the W has formed, we'll see a nice impulse to the upside. But until then, we're just gonna lay back, sit down, and just wait for the pattern to finish up and then hop on the buy train. Next would be Euro CHF. Okay, Euro CHF has made the W on a daily time frame. It has a W level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, but it's not convincing to me right now. So if you go on a smaller time frame, you can still see there's another pattern that showed up just today. Actually, one of my students pointed out W level 1, level 2, a nice M forming right about here, but it's past the resistance. That doesn't mean anything. A lot of people, they usually buy here. They buy to the upside and it does a stop and then it drops it. So we'll just see. We'll just wait and for the market to push down and then push back up and then create the M formation with the divergence, and then we're gonna sell it, and most likely it should respect all this trend line. So we'll see. We'll probably kind of catch up next week or on the day trade or something, and we should find some good sell opportunities. Okay, but until then, I would just say just sit back, let it play out, and make sure to sell it right there. And next is Eurocad. Eurocad is in profit. I think it was like 2 weeks ago I gave out this trade. It's in 362 pips in profit. But right now, let me remove this. Okay, if you look at this way, this perspective, it is a nice V bottom, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, and a level 1 consolidation. But then if you look at a smaller structure, that's an M right there, that's a level 1 consolidation, and that's a level 2 consolidation. Now we're gonna see a W right about here. If we do see a W right about this zone, then we might get out of this swing sell because of the market completion. So a lot of times you might see that like a bigger structure and then the smaller structure, and then it changes to bigger structure, like 4 hour, 1 hour, daily. It switches back and forth because market maker doesn't like to trade in the same time frame. So make sure you have an eye for that because they kind of trick you a lot. But here is an M, level 1, level 2. Now I'm gonna wait for the W, or I'm just gonna wait for a bigger drop and a consolidation and a bigger all the way till here. If not, I might buy here, but I'm just gonna wait for the price to show me what it wants to do, and then I'm gonna get on a buy or a sell or whatever that in case is. But right now my stop loss is in break even, so it's a risk-free trade. So just gonna let it play out and see where it goes from there. Okay. All right, next is Euro JPY. Euro JPY on a daily time frame is a bigger take profit. It's like 1500 pips, but the stop loss that I provided was right about here, but I can't risk that much. That's like around 500 pips or something like that. Let me see. It was around 600 pips, so I can't risk that much. So, but I had to take this trade because of the consolidation. But we'll still wait on it because if you look on a Euro JPY on a smaller time frame, it is a nice trade that we're looking at. I think it was on this one, Euro JPY. No, not this one, but still on a smaller time frame, we'll see how it play out. But it hasn't hit the stop loss. At the same time, you can see that there is an indication of a reversal. So we'll just wait out and see how it really plays out. But I think it was on a 1 hour time frame. I think it was 1 hour. Let me check. 1 hour. Nope. All right, we just gotta stick to the daily. All right, we're just gonna wait for the daily to close and see how it really pops up. But today the candle just closed up and just went bearish, so we should see the whole week going bearish. So we'll just wait and see how it really plays out. Now, what is the next pair? CHF JPY. All right, CHF JPY is on a nice bullish movement. At the same time, you can see that the price has been respected by market makers. M level 1, level 2, W level 1, level 2. Nice M formation. It was probably at the resistance. There we go. And then it respected that and then dropped it down. Now it created the level 1 and level 2, a nice W formation. Now I'm just waiting for it to break out of this resistance of a W and then create the level 1 and the level 2 and so on and on. But right now we are looking at a bullish move of the market on CHF and JPY. So do not look for a sell. That's all I gotta say. What else? All right, next is Cad Pairs, and that would be Cad CHF. All right, Cad CHF is on a nice movement. We entered, I think, like 2 weeks ago or last week, I'm not sure. But it's around 262 pips in profit. Now, what made me buy this trade? The M formation right here, level 1 here, level 2 here. And there we go, level 2 here. And the W was kind of like dragged up, but it was a good trade. Now, if you marked up the trend line, I didn't enter this trade until the breakout happened. And basically, sometimes when the MMM is not clear, I usually tend to go with the technicals. And the trend line pretty much popped up right here, did a nice retest. You could buy it right there, but it wasn't too late. I came up like probably a week later or something. I ended up buying here, and the price has been going nicely to the upside. I have a stop loss to break even, and it pretty much, it's simple. All right, now that's a nice trade. Let it play out. That's going to be a level 1 consolidation right about there. Let's see how the 61.8 is getting respected. Okay, it's at 61.8, so I do have to be concerned about that because 61.8 is a strong number. So a lot of times they tend to not respect it. Let's see. That's gonna be the W. Yep, that's a W. That's level 1. Right about here, you can drag the whole thing down. Now what we see here is a nice consolidation right about there. That's level 2. Now, can this be W? I mean, sorry, the M right about here. So, okay, let me check something. Cad CHF. Do you have something? Oh, okay. It's only showing a nice. All right, I'm gonna sell on something on a daily time frame. Cad CHF. Okay, what's going on? Oh, okay. There. There. That's what happened here. On a smaller time frame, there is a W level 1, a nice level 2. I think this was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay, there, level 2, and then there was a M formation right there with the divergence. Now you guys can see this W level 1, level 2, level 3. Now, if we draw this, it did a nice breakout. Now it's going for the downside. Now I think we are in sell on a daily time frame. I mean, on a day trade, we're on a sell. But then at the same time, I think it was like last week. It was around last week. Okay, so, and at the same time, we do have a buy. So the take profit is right about here, so not a big deal. So it's above, let me really think about it, this one. Should close this trade or not? 264 pips. And it is a nice engulfing candles on a day 4-hour time frame. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna close this trade right now. So it is a nice pips anyway. So I'm not gonna be greedy and try to get more. 280 pips. Yeah, 280 pips in profit. So let's close this trade. I'm not sure if you guys are in this, but definitely my paid members are. Cad CHF. Let's see. Close Cad CHF. 280 pips. All right, guys, so Cad CHF, let me close that trade really quick. All right, 163. All right, Cad CHF is done. All right, next, that will be daily trade. And that's gonna be right about there. 61.8. I'm gonna go here. I'm already in a sell. I'm not sure where the take profits are. 7.7 is my take stop loss. Oh, wow. Eight six. Entry level. Seven 7640. Okay, 748. right, there we go. Wow. 0.764. Okay, there we go. That's a support, and this is a resistance. Stop loss goes above. So you should be good. All right, that's going to be a nice trade for the downside. Now, let me see. Cad CHF sell 76500. Okay, sell Cad CHF. Stop loss at 0. I'm gonna make it 7. $7,600 would be like 0.4% risk, so not a big one. $7,600. Take profit 0.74860. All right, now you guys can sell this trade, but I'm already in it, so I'm good to go. 768 74860. All right, I'm done. Okay, next is Cad JPY. All right, it looks like, damn, okay. All right, guys, basically this one was a support. Now it became the resistance. Now the price might respect this level and then consolidate. But overall, what I see is here, a big level because of the big consolidations. So you should see a big consolidation here, and then a price should move back up. So I'm just gonna hold this trade. I don't like to get in on the another trade closes and then get back in. So I'm just gonna let it drop. If that's the case, what happens? If not, but overall, it's my bullish move. So I'm gonna look for a buy right about here if that's the case. So we'll see. We'll see how it really plays out, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Now on to the next pair. I think that's about it for CAD. Now we got GBP CHF. These are kind of long pairs. So all right, GBP CHF on a daily time frame. Last week it pretty much everybody expected that the price will reject from this point because of the daily candle hitting that nice trend line, and the market maker was telling me it's a sell also, but it basically pointed out to be the bullish move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait out, let the market play out, and then I'm gonna go back in right about here, probably after the breakup. If there's a breakout, I might enter it, but until then, I'm just gonna stay away and wait for a nice breakout, and then I might get back in. This might be a stop hunt, so don't let it scare you. A lot of times the market maker does it. Market does it actually. So we'll just have to wait it out and let it play out and see how it really goes. Okay. So that's going to be most likely a level 1 consolidation, but we'll see. Right now, the price hasn't broken yet, so we'll see how it really goes out from there, okay? Now, GBP JPY. Okay, now GBP JPY was supposed to do a head and shoulder, but inverted head and shoulder, but the price hasn't. But you can see that the price is going to the upside, so that's a good thing. Level 1 was created here. Now you can see a level 2 right about there. So we'll wait out and see, wait for the completion, and once the market completes, wait for the M and then get back in. So not in this trade for sure, but then Gdp Nzd. All right, Gdp Nzd on a daily time frame. That was a nice W, level 1. All right, level 1, level 2, M formation. Level 1 was broken under, but went back up all the way to 78.6. But still, it's a sell. So most likely the price will break this structure and then consolidate all the way to the down. But this one is like 2,000 pips because of the daily candle. So we'll wait. This is going to be a long run. It's not going to be quick, but this breakout should be like whoop, big old candle, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But onto the next one would be Gdp Nzd, Gdp AUD. Gdp AUD is looking just the way it looks for Gdp Nzd. W level 1, level 2, a nice M formation, a nice breakout. You can call it a breakout, but right about here is basically a Brexit resistance. So I'm trying to keep selling this trade because it will be respected. So it's a major resistance. So we'll see how it really plays out. This is the third time. So if this one doesn't play out, I'm just gonna leave it all alone. Focus on some other pairs, okay? But right now we do have a nice pair, 1100 pips. So we'll see how it really plays out. Now Gdp Cad, on the other time frame, has a better setup, a W level 1, level 2, a nice M formation with a divergence. It went above the resistance zones, but now it came back doing a nice retest, but we'll just see stop losses break even. So nothing to worry about. So all we got to do is just wait for the breaks, and then we might look for a nice drop, and that's going to be around 2,300 pips. So we'll see. The price might just come here and stop and then go back up, but we'll see how it really plays out, okay? Probably going to put a trend line right about there. So delete that and see how it really plays out. Okay, now next is Gdp USD. And a 4-hour time frame. All right, that's a V bottom, level 1, level 2, extra level, M formation, and that was a wedge, but it's supposed to respect, but it hasn't. Now I'm just gonna delete all that technical stupid things. Don't need. Right about here. So this one is just a scratch. It's not an MMM formation since the level hasn't been respected. So if the level was respected, then we should have been looking at something else. But so far, what we've seen here, let's see what we got. Yep, nothing. So probably a retest. Probably the market should respect this level, but we'll just see. We'll just see from their point, okay? Right now, Gdp USD is not giving me anything. Okay, so that's it, guys. Support and resistance, that's all we can look for. Right now, it doesn't have any setups, but when the setup is ready, then we'll look for a sell. Now, Nzd, Gdp is finished. Now let's hop on Nzd pairs. Now, Nzd. Okay, 4-hour time frame, V bottom, level 1, level 2, M formation, level 1, level 2. Now you can see a big W, but in the big W, you can see a smaller W right about here, level 1, level 2, a nice resistance at the 61.8. So that's getting respected right there. At the same time, I think Nzd JPY has a harmonic. Nope. Nzd JPY has a harmonic. All right. No, it doesn't have anything, but except the MMM pattern. So that's an MMM pattern, W level 1, level 2, and an M formation at the 61.8. So that indicates me that's going to be a nice sell, but we'll just see. But the resistance should not be broken, but if the resistance gets broken, then we're going to switch back to this. We're going to switch back to level 1 consolidation, and that's going to be this. That's a bigger time frame consolidation, okay? But right now we've seen a smaller time frame consolidation, so that's the reason why we're going for a sell. But if it doesn't respect this, then we'll look for a buy since it's already in a level 1, so it's no big deal. All right, next is Nzd Chf. Almost done. Almost done. I'll try to do it in 5 minutes. Okay. Now, what we've seen here, oh, that's a nice trade actually. M, level 1, level 2, a nice W. The level hasn't been broken. You can see that. This was the support, and the price hasn't broken the support. That means it's holding this ground as level 1, level 2. Nice. This was a marked up. I already marked this up, but then the price kind of went a little bit above it to do the stop hunt. But now, as you can see, now I got the perfect setup. Now I got the perfect divergence and a nice setup, and I'm gonna look for a sell right about now. There. That's gonna be my sell zone, and the harmonic didn't play out, so that's good. All right, my sell, and as you can see, there's a big engulfing candles. These are the indicators for you to. That basically tells you what's going on in the market right now. Like pretty much, it's telling you that the market's gonna go sell. The bearish market's in here. Basically, that's what it means. That's around 300 pips. Yep, 300 pips. Take. Then I'm gonna make my stop loss 100. 707. 7077. 320 pips. Take profit. My support gonna be right about there. My resistance right there, that's perfect, and look for a sell. That's 1 to 3 risk reward. That's a perfect trade. Nzd Chf. All right, next. All right, so Nzd Chf, stop loss is 0.71770. Take profit is 0.67570. All right, the signal is sent. Nzd Chf, not in it. Let's see, Nzd Chf. All right, 7177 67570. All right, now the sell is in. Now we got next. Next is Nzd Cad. All right, Nzd Cad on a daily time frame looks like, okay, yeah, perfect. On a daily time frame, it is a nice big harmonic scanner at the 78.6. It got respected right there. And if you would sold it right there, that would have been perfect. But no big deal. We got a level W here, level 1 here, level 2 here. Nice M formation with the divergence, a trend line breakout. That's a perfect setup right there. So we pretty much sold it last week after we saw the engulfing and everything. So it's not too late. You can still enter it. That's a perfect setup for 680 pips. So far we're not that much in, but we'll let it ride all the way to the down, okay? Now, what we got next? Almost done. That's gonna be Nzdusd. All right, Nzdusd, what's going on? All right, peak formation, level 1, level 2, nice W, level 1, level 2. Now you got the M formation. And the M, all right, so looks like the level 1 is to go on the 4-hour time frame. There. W, level 1, level 2, information. As long as the resistance is never broken, that's going to be considered as level 1. But right now, this is a 70.6. That's a 70.6 foot down one. Now, all we got to do is wait for this consolidation to finish up. So we're just gonna wait for the bearish move to start. But right now, what we're seeing here is just a trap and just a small up. Actually, you know what? I got something better on a 1 hour time frame. Nzd USD. Let me pull out my harmonics. Does it have a harmonic? Ooh, it does have a harmonic too. All right, now Nzd. What am I looking at? W. Right there. That's a W with a divergence. All right. Now you got the resistance right there. That basically tells you where the levels are. That's going to be the resistance again. That's a higher high in the technical view. And that basically gives me that the resistance was here. That's a level 1 consolidation right about there. Right about there. So make that yellow. And then now is the level 2 is this. Done. Now what we got? We got an M formation with a divergence. As you can see that. Perfect. That's perfect setup right there. Okay, now what are you gonna do? Sell that, have a resistance there, support here. That's a 1 to 4 risk reward, and you're good to go. Stop loss is 50 pips, 730. Take profit is 200 pips. All right, that's it. There we go. Done. Done deal. Let me see if there's more harmonics in here. All right, now the harmonic is from this point to this point. That's going to be right there, right here, right there. That's a harmonic pattern right there too. So on a daily time frame, that's a sell. Okay, now actually I'm going to sell on both levels. Yeah, I have 2 sells in. One is a day trade, one is a swing trade, I think. Yeah. So swing trade is a sell, and if you go on a smaller time frame, you're gonna find another sell right about there. So that's a nice trade also that we are in right there. And then if you go on a harmonic scanner, Nzd USD. So most likely right about here, that's going to be X, A, B, C. $120, what is that number? I got 2, no, 124. All right, I'm just going to go based on this right now. For our time frame, ADR what touched right there. Okay, Nzd USD is a harmonic scanner, but I'm going more based on the MMM pattern. and then I'm gonna sell on a swing also. So my smaller take profit would be right there, my day trade profit, and my swing trade profit is gonna be right there. Okay, now on to the next one. That's gonna be USD Cad, and so far the USD Cad provided us the best MMM example. That's an M, level 1, A formation, M, A, W, level 2, and a W. Now, what do you got? W, level 1, level 2, and M formation. W, V, V, M, divergence, and a nice breakout. That's going to be a first consolidation. That's a second consolidation. Now, we do see that the price is respecting the 61.8. Now, I'm gonna wait it out. Most likely, I'm gonna wait and see what the smaller time frame is giving me. If it has anything like harmonic or anything, I might get out. But right now, so far, I haven't seen anything except the consolidation part. But that's about it. No big major W's or level 1s or level 2s. So we'll wait it out and see. But the daily is the 4-hour is a nice sell since it's a nice second level. But daily time frame might be different. So, but I don't seem to find anything on a smaller time frame. So most likely I'm going to stick to the bigger time frame and let it play out. Probably going to consolidate a little bit higher, go back. It might go back up till here and then drop it back down. So a lot of times it does happen. And let me add something really quick. Insert indicator, EMA, moving average exponential. Look at 9. It's going to be inputs 200. Dial. And then it's going to be the 50. Yeah, so most likely it might come back all the way up to the 200 EMA. That's going to be the blue tracer. And then after that, just go down. So a lot of times it does that. So on the second level, here you can see that the price did it at the first level. Then the second level, the blue tracer got retested and then pushed back up. But now here, as you can see, the first time it did the blue, and then second time it did the light blue. So a lot of time, I don't like to trade based on moving averages, but just to show you guys where it might go. So, but no big deal. It's gonna be a nice trade anyways. So USD Cad is done. Now we're gonna jump on USD JPY and see what we got on our hand, and that's gonna be a daily time frame. And we have M, level 1, level 2, a nice W formation. And at the same time, you can see a nice bullish. We are pretty much in, I'm not even sure, 180 pips in profit on this trade. So I'm gonna wait out. Since this one is a blue tracer, it needs to go to the blue 200 EMA. So most likely it's gonna go here, consolidate here, and then go back up. So, but on a smaller time frame, you have something else. USD JPY, I think. Let's see. Yeah, smaller time frame has something else. We are selling on a smaller time frame, and I'm buying on a bigger time frame. So smaller time frame, you can see that the W, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation. I'm just waiting for the trend line breakout, and that's going to be a nice sell. So, but bigger time frame has something else. So we'll just see how it really plays out at the end of the day. But my take profit is right there, my stop loss is there, so no big deal. We'll just see how it really plays out, okay? Now, USD CHF. All right, now that's a nice trade too. Look at there. There. You can't really see, but All right, this trade was what? USD CHF trade was like crispy because you can see that the harmonic pattern got respected. Everything took profit. That was like around 70 pips, I think, that we closed out. But I'm just gonna remove all this distractions. Oops, what did I do? All right, that's gonna be level 1. That's a level 1 consolidation. So we'll wait out and see how it really plays out. But I think I'm gonna buy on this one. But let me check where did I enter this trade. Okay, right about there. Stamp out automation. And 165,250. Okay, what's going on? 0.91650. There. Okay. Now, since the price is already in profit from last week, it's around 256 pips in profit. So I'm gonna move the stop loss to break even right about here, and I should be good. 23500 is my stop loss to break even. Stop loss at all right, guys, so now I wouldn't suggest you to buy it, but wait for the price to drop all the way till here and then look for a buy, okay? But right now it's not a good time to buy since the rejection is going to be right there. So most likely wait it out and then wait for a buy right at the support, okay? Let me give out the signal. Okay, USD CHF. 250 plus. $0.93500. Okay, USD CHF is taken care of. Now the last pair we got is gold. So okay, move my stop loss to break even. Now is gold. So finally the last golden trade. All right, gold. W, level 1, level 2, a nice M formation. As you can see here, this one is a nice level 1. It hasn't broken the resistance. You can see this, that the price has came to the resistance point, but failed to break it. So that basically indicates that the price, the market maker wants to come back because to grab some orders and then push back down. So Once that's finished, we should expect a nice impulse, like it's gonna be a big impulse like this. It's just gonna continue for a whole week, just drop, drop, drop. So we're in the good stage. At the same time, let me check out the smaller time frame, and we got something else on there. If not, all right, gold trade. Basically, last week we were looking for a sell, and let's check it out. 4 hours. Okay, 60 pips. All right. Basically, last week we had a harmonic pattern. It still does, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure, but the harmonic pattern didn't respect, but at the same time it did respect after it hit the stop hunt. After it did that stop hunt, it didn't respect the resistance level right here. It did respect that, but it ended up closing above, did the stop hunt, took a losses or whatever, and then it dropped. So, but overall it's still a sell. If you look at it in a bigger perspective, it's still a sell, but on a smaller time frame, W level 1, level 2, M formation, and now you can see that there's a big structure of a level 1. Now, I might not even trade on the smaller time frame since it already hasn't respected the MMM pattern. So I'm just going to delete all this. I'm just going to stick with the daily time frame or a 4-hour time frame. All right, that's it. This is the only thing that I can go back to. M level 1, level 2, W retest, peak formation level 1, level 2, peak formation level 1, level 2, M formation level 1, level 2, W level 1, level 2, M level 1, level 2, W level 1, level 2, and M. So now we see this part right here is a level 1, and now what we've seen, there's a W here also, but the price came down, hit that, but never broken it. But that means it's still respecting this. So we'll have to wait it out and really see how it really wants to play out. At some point, I kind of feel like this is the first level, but we have to go through the bigger time frame, what it's showing us. And what I see with gold is a nice sell, but it can be a nice bullish movement, but I'm just going to wait for the price to close above for me to decide if it's a buy or a sell. But for now, the price has been respecting everything right here, resistance zones and everything. So most likely the price will be dropping. So keep in touch. Day trades is not ready for gold, but swing trade on the gold is kind of ready. So we'll just wait it out and see, guys, how it really plays out. But for now, I'm not gonna not actually close it, but we'll see. Right now, I don't have a good reason to sell or buy because of this. Here, that can be a level 1, level 2 consolidation. So they're about there. So that can be a level 1, level 2, and you might see another push up. So if we do see a nice W level 1, level 2, nice push up to here, and then consolidation and M formation, and then drop, I might sell it again, but it's only like 2% risk compared to 1100 pips take profit. So we're just gonna wait it out and see how it really plays out. But until then, I don't think I got something. If I got something else during the week, then I might look into it. But until then, I don't think I covered everything except Bitcoin. Let's see, we can go on Bitcoin a little bit. Bitcoin has an M level 1, level 2. A W formation was here also, and then the price pushed up. So what we see here is a nice level 1 consolidation, but if the price does come down here, I might look for a buy, but that's going to be a day trading wise I'm talking about. But if you look at a bigger structure, it has a bigger time frame, and that's a level 1. That's an M formation with the divergence, level 1, level 2. Now, in order for a W to be confirmed, we need a divergence, and the divergence needs to be like that. So I haven't seen any divergence. It needs to break this level. That's around 6,000. It's around 6,000. So I'm gonna wait for the 5800 zone. Once that is touched, then I might look for, then I'll be convinced that the price is gonna be going back up. But right now, it's a 50-50%. I'm not 100% sure that it will be continuing to go up, but looking at the smaller time frame, the M wasn't great. Level 1 is good, level 2 is good. The W wasn't great. You can see that right here. The support wasn't broken. So the support needs to be broken. The resistance needs to be broken for an M and W to be confirmed, but we'll just see. We'll just see on a daily time frame. 5800 is my zone where I'm gonna look for a nice buy, but the price might come down. It is a crossover right here, and it's testing a blue 50 EMA. So we'll wait it out, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is not ready to go up yet. And silver XAGUSD. Got nothing on me. All right, silver got nothing. So yeah, silver got nothing. So we'll wait it out, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys next week, and until then, adios and peace out.